Okay, sometimes you'll be asked to differentiate something that looks like this. Now that's pretty hellish. That's a pretty hellish looking thing. You've got to basically look at that and use a like an anti-quotient rule with the chain rule in there as well, because this is just like hell in a maths problem. Now the specialist maths people may know how to do something with this, because using this dx thing, because we know that if we've got dy dx, and then we can multiply whatever we've got by dx, and our dx comes out here, kind of like what it's got there. But we're not going to do that. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to look at this thing here that we've got, this whole thing, and we're going to differentiate this here at the bottom, and we're going to use the derivative to prove this antiderivative, or to find this antiderivative. So we're going to take what we've got at the bottom. So I'm going to say y equals the square root of x cubed plus 1, and from there I know it's a square root function, so I'm going to have to use the chain rule. So u equals x cubed plus 1. So from here, y equals u to the power of a half, so dy will equal 1 over 2 u to the negative a half, and over here du equals 3x. So the derivative dy dx will multiply that by that, and we have 1 over 2 the square root of x plus 1 all over 3x. So that's what we've got. So that's what we've got there. Now something's amiss. This should be 3x squared. So we've got 3x squared. Okay, now this thing here that we've just differentiated, we got from differentiating this, the bottom, kind of looks a little bit like this, except we've got this extra little bit of this 3 on 2. So what we're going to do, we're going to anti-differentiate this thing here to let it equal our y, and we're going to go from there. So I'm going to write 3x squared over 2 times the square root of x cubed plus 1, or is x cubed. So from there, with respect to dx, and that will equal, obviously that equals that there, square root of x cubed plus 1. So now from there, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and make this thing look like this. So to do that, I've got to take out this 3 over 2. So that's our constant, 3 over 2 x squared over the square root of x cubed plus 1 with respect to dx, and that still equals the square root of x cubed plus 1. Now, in order to make this whole thing look like this, what do I need to do? I need to divide by this, and I've got to do that to both sides. So if we do that, then we're going to have x squared over the square root of x cubed plus 1 with respect to dx equals, we're going to divide this whole thing by this, so I'm left with 2 over 3 times the square root of x cubed plus 1. So that's how we go about solving it. We don't actually have to do any integration of this stuff here. All we're doing, we're finding a way we can write an antiderivative or a derivative of this in something similar to this whole form, and then we're simplifying as we've done here. So that's basically how you do it. There are more complicated ones we'll get through, and I will put together another video for the later exercises, but that's basically how we do it. Anti-differentiate what you've got, differentiate what you've got at the bottom, which is what we end up with there. Anti-differentiate that, and let that equal the derivative of the bottom, or the original function for the bottom, and go from there, simplify away.